Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For the video today, I am kickstarting Vlogmas week 2. I believe I wrapped up the previous vlog on Monday evening, and it's currently Friday afternoon. I feel like it might be obvious. I'm home from work, my makeup all feels pretty much gone, but I wanted to start vlogging now, just when I felt like I could share some positivity, because for the past couple days I haven't been feeling too good. I took a couple days off work and didn't get up to much. I'm not going to get too much into it now, but yeah, I went back to work today and let me just have a little moment of negativity. It was so bad. I feel like anyone working in customer service can relate here. There's something about this time of year where a lot of people are lovely, don't get me wrong, but it just also brings out all the assholes as well. I don't want to talk about it too long, but I got verbally abused by a middle-aged man for like 5 minutes. It came to the point of me literally like asking him, please calm down or I'm not going to serve you, please like step away from me. Like it was pretty bad. I kept my cool, I think only for the sake that I've dealt with plenty worse than this little man screaming at me, because I used to work at a certain gigantic telco in Australia, telecommunications company. I feel like you can probably guess who it is. I'm sure I've said I've worked for them before, but my tolerance has definitely been built up by getting called every name under the sun. Like, I've heard it all before, I've seen it all before. Yeah, it takes a lot to rattle me, but still, it's obviously not okay. I feel like anyone watching me now is probably pretty level-headed, and I would like to think none of you would scream at a person in a customer service position. But yeah, I don't know where I'm trailing off. Basically, I had a less than ideal day, but I am done. I'm home for the day, and my husband is going to be home soon. It is sweltering as well. I feel like you can probably also tell. I feel like I feel sweaty. I don't feel great, but the best thing to cure that is going over to the in-laws pool. I think I saw in a previous vlog someone asked about the lagoon I was in. I kind of love that. It's definitely a really nice pool and not too far to travel, so we are going to pack up the dogs and maybe pack up some beers as well and just chill out for the afternoon, because yeah, it's like 32 degrees. If you're on the Fahrenheit, I will put that on the screen, just if that makes sense. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just get ready for that, and then let's head out to the lagoon. Alright, we're back in the pool now and it's nighttime. I didn't have to cook because dinner is all leftovers tonight. We kind of do like Fun Food Friday or Fat Ass Friday. I'll just show you. Alright, so here's my dinner. I've got leftover shepherd's pie, or like potato top pie, that I made last night, as well as some leftover potato bake from the other night, and also a rainbow sort of salad. Not the healthiest, but still, just kind of throwing everything together that we had, and also a home brew. So pretty good dinner, easy at the very least, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna start eating. Alright, it's now the end of the night. I've done my skincare and brushed my teeth actually, so no chocolate. I'll obviously do that tomorrow. Not that anybody cares, but I think I shared I was just doing TV time with the family tonight. We watched Dexter New Blood and are now caught up on that, so that's exciting. Got something to look forward to every week. We also started the new season of Sunny in Philadelphia. I've been watching that forever. I mean, since it started, and it's on like season 15, so it's really good. It's still really good and going quite well, I think. Like, I can't think of any other long-running comedy shows that don't drop off. I would think a lot of people have heard of it and seen it, but if you haven't, I would always recommend that. It's so funny. So that's something good. I think it's been out since, like, this current season has been out since the start of the month, and I only started now, so there's more episodes I guess I can binge before I get onto watching that weekly. And then I guess the only other third thing to mention, because sometimes TV is my life, I haven't watched And Just Like That, the Sex and the City reboot yet. I think those episodes came available as of today when I'm filming this, so I've got to do that. I'll pencil it into my busy schedule. Maybe tomorrow, I guess I'll see. but I guess that'll give me something to look forward to after work, because I do have work in the morning. So I'm basically going to head to bed. But before I go, I guess I thought I'd mention, I think this evening and this afternoon as well, just really turned my mood around. I know it was only a few hours off after work obviously, but doing a fun activity, not having to cook and just having a couple hours to veg out was just what I needed. But I am tired since it's been a long day, so I'm gonna head to bed and see you in the morning. Hi everyone, excuse the angle. I've kind of just got you resting on my dashboard, not on anything. I do really need to get a car mount, but I just thought I'd check in. It is Saturday afternoon or early evening. It's 5:30. I am finished work and heading home, so it is the end of my work week and I'm so happy. I feel like today was actually manageable at work, which was great because obviously I said yesterday was not so good. Anyway, I am on the way home and I'm looking forward to it. Tonight I don't need to cook again, only this time it's because Bren has already done the cooking. He's organised a nice sort of fried tofu, KFC style type thing with salad and potato salad, and we're actually going to have his mum over for dinner, so that should be quite nice. I think they're going to make cocktails as well, so it's just going to be a bit of a relaxing night, a bit of a social night, nothing like, no pressure or anything like that, just very chill. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm super excited about it's my weekend. Now obviously I am driving against the sun and it's probably blinding you, so I might wrap this up here, but I will see you when I get home. Alright, here's dinner: crispy tofu, mash and kale salad. Alright, it's now the end of the night. I am about to go to sleep, but I'm going to have some chocolate and catch up first. So I didn't have yesterday. That was the 10th. Ah, you're side by side. I've got a treat. Right, so most of my night when I got home was spent just eating dinner and hanging out with Brendan and his mum, and then we just watched a little bit of Sunny in Philadelphia. Not a crazy Saturday night by any means, but it was still enjoyable and fun. And I think because I'm pretty sure Brent did all the cleaning today, I don't have any housework to do tomorrow, so it's just going to be quite relaxing. I really want to do some Christmas baking this weekend, on my weekend, and I also want to get my lashes back on since my eyes are better from last week when I had a not so happy eyelid. But I am just going to head to bed. I didn't watch the Sex and the City reboot, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Obviously I will have a fair bit of downtime and obviously a little bit of time to pamper as well. Also, I think we want to try and do like a picnic lunch or something since we have the day off together. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of food left over, so I think that could be quite nice, but it'll probably all depend on weather. Anyway, I am going to brush my teeth and head to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, it is Sunday. I have walked the dogs, done my grocery shopping, and now pretty much done all my work for the weekend. I have just gotten ready in a very casual way. I'll show you my outfit. I feel like all I've been wearing lately is work clothes, but I've just got a singlet and my hair is up in one of these cute claw clips. It's like a shape of a flower, if you can see. And these cute shorts as well. Sorry, I'll stop trying to say cute, but they've just got these like Diamante butterflies on. This is from Beginning Boutique, but I'm just wearing something comfy and casual. We've just made a little picnic lunch and we're going to go out, I think, by the water and have our lunch outside today. Calm, placid fish, wild shark. Look out, Bren. I'm finally watching And Just Like That. I'm not gonna linger too long, but I'm gonna keep going. Morning everyone, it's Monday, so the second day in my weekend. Now I've just hopped up this morning and I've done my regular morning routine, walked the dogs, standard sort of getting ready stuff. For today, I don't have to go anywhere. I'm basically at home all day, crossing off things off my to-do list. So I've got a couple Christmas prep things as well as some beauty prep, pamper things. I really miss my lashes, so I want to do those. And another nail has snapped. So I did a repair on the, I think middle finger. I've had my pointer finger on my other hand snap. It's just a really shitty set. So, I mean, I in hindsight probably should have just redone the whole thing the other week. Whatever. I'm gonna fix this and maybe do something more Christmassy just for the coming weeks because it is less than 2 weeks until Christmas. But that's basically my plan. Now, I think I shared what I watched last night. I'm pretty sure I just showed that I was starting And Just Like That, the Sex and the City reboot, and I have some thoughts. I didn't share my thoughts last night because I was just in a bit of shock and needed time to digest everything. I'm not going to outright say anything or spoil anything in case you haven't watched it yet, if you want to watch it, but one thing I will say is it was so cringy, and I feel like the original series was like that still. Maybe I notice it a little bit less, or it grates on my nerves less because it's more nostalgic for me to watch, but definitely both of these new episodes that have come out have been so cringy, really forcing like woke culture, especially Miranda, but it's just not taking off. I also feel like there were so many different things that they tried to slip in that were very of the time, like surrounding pandemic time. You could probably make a really good drinking game watching it. The most noticeable thing was definitely the cringe factor. And then the first episode ended with quite a shocking, I won't say twist, but thing that happened. And then the second episode dealing with the aftermath of it, I liked a little bit better. I think the second episode was a bit less cringy, even though it was still kind of dramatic and all. But yeah, so cringy overall, both episodes. I felt kind of physically uncomfortable. And I know that sounds dramatic, but it was just so weird to watch. In saying all of this, will I watch any more episodes? Probably. I don't mind watching shitty TV shows and movies. I think now that I've started this new season, I definitely want to continue, so I have that to look forward to every week. But now that my thoughts on that are out of the way, I guess I better get on to some work. Nothing too serious today, just lots of little bits. So I'm just gonna head out to my to-do list. So I've got a big list of things to do, already started some, and I'm just gonna get on to the rest. They always do this after a bath. They chase each other around and try and dry each other off.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day.
Alright, so I have repaired the broken nail just by gluing the tip back on where it's sort of jigsawed back in, and I've ground off all the color, and I'm actually thinking I might do this one. It's my ring finger in all silver, so I have this showered in diamonds. It's the Opalac gel, and I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm contemplating doing maybe my cuticles sort of fading up on the other fingers in this. I'll see how I go, but I'm just gonna start painting.
And I'm still so amazed by you.
Alright, I finished my nails. It took just about forever. I've ended up, I think I said I wanted to do this one as an accent nail with all glitter, and the others I ended up putting glitter kind of working its way up, and I don't know if I like it. I feel like it looks a little bit insane. There is definitely a lot of glitter going on, but I mean it's Christmassy, I'll give it that. It may grow on me, otherwise I'll possibly take them off and redo it another day, but for now, very sparkly, I don't know, what do you think? Have I maybe not done the gradient enough? Like, I know it's quite thick. I guess maybe in camera it looks even more dramatic how it looks just silver and then a tip. There is some gradient to it. I don't know. I am done doing my nails at the very least today. I don't want to touch them anymore. But now what I'm going to do is tackle my present pile. I'll show you. There is a giant corner of my room full of presents and it's overflowing. It's getting ridiculous. I've got to start wrapping. And for me, wrapping is pretty simple since quite a few things are going into bags, but I will wrap a few things as well. I do generally like gift bags, even though it doesn't look as nice and it's probably not as fun to open, only for the sake that it's less wasteful, more reusable and all of that. But I'll just show you some of the things I've gotten. Obviously, if you're watching this now and you expect to get a gift from me, click out. Now with that said, I'll just show you what I have. Alright, so here is the present pile that I'm referring to. I know that corner looks insane. There's just a lot of wrapping stuff left there because I've got most of the presents out. Doesn't look like much, but this is like half of the stuff that I have for a few different people. Also, it's really sunny, so I've just closed that. But yeah, I've actually bought a lot of these things through online orders and I've just taken everything out of the packaging. That's what this is all about because I didn't want to have to deal with that. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to start figuring out what things will go into boxes and bags or like wrapping it up. So I just wanted to show some of these really cute Christmas gift wrap bags. Like I love this sort of vintage Christmas light one. That one's nice, and I really love this vintage looking Santa. Yeah, I'm going to work out what goes where. I thought I'd show you real quick some present ideas of things that I've bought people. So this first thing I actually thought was a sample. It is the Freck, so like freckle liquid, which I bought. I did not pay attention to the mil size and it is teeny weeny, but I guess you wouldn't use that much. So I have that for my sister along with a Lashify kit, just a beginner kit if that makes sense, so she can use that, and a nice calendar as well. Does it have all of the pictures? No. So this is from Papier or Papier. I just want to show you the inside. It's got all of these beautiful paintings or like illustrations of places. So hopefully some inspiration for travel next year. I'll show you the Christmas one at the back. It's really pretty. I don't know if I bought a too big a size. It's like A3, but look, it's at Christmas markets in Berlin. So pretty. So hopefully she likes that. This isn't a present as such, just something that I'm going to bring over on Christmas Day to keep everyone off their phones. I bought this as a little something because my sister-in-law got a puppy recently and I thought that this was kind of cute little dog toys for him. Inside this box here is like a little border collie statue, which I got for my mum because she has a border collie that she's obsessed with. That's what it looks like. I won't take it out of the box just to like not have to wrap it again, but that's one thing. And I'm also getting her an illustration of her pets. I organised someone on Etsy to do that, so I'll just print it and put it in a nice frame. I'll put it on screen because I think it's really cute. And so this isn't a present, this is just something that I thought I would use. I got it during the Glam Raider sale, just when I bought the Freck pen. I have something like this, but this is bigger, so hopefully that works well. I was going to try it today, but I think I've run out of time, so maybe I will give that a go tomorrow, if I have time before work. Alright, so that's half of the presents I think I need for everybody, maybe even over half, but these are the actual physical things. A lot of what's left for gifts are things like photos that I'm getting printed and putting into frames, and some more pet artwork, obviously. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I guess I'll just put them under my tree for now to keep them out of the way. Then I've got to tidy up all of this mess, and then I guess I'm gonna get on to dinner since it's getting late in the day. Alright, so here's dinner. I probably should have shown cooking it while I made it, but I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I've taste tested and I'm so excited. This is basically a veganized version of something my dad used to make when I was younger. I really loved it, and I was talking to my sister about it and realized I need to try and make it again. It's kind of similar to carbonara. It's got bacon, mushroom, onion, but I've also added in a little bit of V2 mince since my dad used to make it with like ravioli and I couldn't find any vegan ravioli, and a creamy sauce which I made out of this. It's just the made with plants thickened cream, seemed to work really well, and this is the bacon I used. But yeah, for my mince I just used the V2 and it smells so good, so I'm just going to serve it up. Alright, here's dinner. I've got the pasta and some kale salad as usual. I don't know if I said, it is more savoury than regular carbonara. It's got the sun-dried tomatoes and all in there, and it's so good. It definitely looks more brown than I remember, I think because I put the mince in. If I can be bothered next time, I'll make ravioli or try and get some vegan ravioli with like a fake mince inside, but from my taste test it looked good, so I'm just going to dive in. Alright, it's the end of the night. I have done my lashes this evening, if you can see there. This is with the Lashify, obviously, that's what I use, and I haven't done this for like a week. Obviously I took them off and then didn't have them on, so I'm feeling good. I added an extra, they're called gossamers, but like little mini strips, so they feel really full, and I'll see how I go. I might just wear these until Christmas if they stay. But apart from that, I have tidied, so I mean, actually don't look back there. It doesn't look that tidy, but yeah, so I did that and now it's the end of the night, so I'm going to tackle the calendar. Where are we at? I've got 2 to find. For a second I thought I had a dud calendar and I was missing 12. But I've got a little tree. I think I've got all the shapes by now. And then a little gingerbread man. I'll admit, oftentimes when I'm having this, I do think I kind of wish I had a tea one as well. Obviously I had one last year, or I've had it for previous years from T2, and then found out that one of the teas in there, or maybe a couple, aren't vegans, so I didn't purchase it again obviously. But I did see a couple websites, mainly the vegan supermarkets, sold one, so maybe I will get it next year. I don't know, it's nice to have those little things to look forward to. I'm not someone who would ever really probably use one of the makeup ones these days, because I used to use those in the past, or certainly like accessories or little toy things, just because I'm not trying to accumulate too much stuff. But I like the little edible, enjoyable ones. Obviously chocolate's good, I like tea, and I don't know if I'd ever get one, but I've always really liked the look of those, like beer advent calendars or wine ones. I think that'd be quite fun, but then that's obviously quite a bit to drink. Maybe it would be more viable if I shared it with Bren. But anyway, now that's done, I'm gonna be heading to bed, and I do have work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna stay up or anything. I'm gonna head to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning everyone, it's Tuesday. It's still dark out, it's early, so I'm trying to be quiet, but I had to show you it snowed overnight. Oh my god, look at that. Hasn't happened in forever, has it, bud? Oh, come on, I'll clean this up.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day.
Alright, I've done my hair. I feel like it's not as wavy as I have seen images of how hair turns out with this waver. I think I showed yesterday. It's the Mermaid Hair Waver. I have something similar to this by Remington, but it's very small. Now, I guess there's a learning curve with any hot tool or any sort of hair device really. I feel like there was one fluke piece at the front here that turned out quite well, and I'm not sure why. I tried to take smallish sections. I've seen people have taken pretty large sections, but maybe my hair is somehow a little bit heat resistant. I don't know. I mean, it definitely looks wavy, but it also kind of looks like I just have a nice outcome of dried hair from being wet or sleeping in plaits or something. It does make me think that perhaps if I did tie my hair up in plaits or braids or something and slept with wet hair and let it dry, I know it normally waves until obviously where you finish tying it up. That actually looks kind of similar here anyway. But maybe if I tried doing some plaits sometime and wanted to put waves on the end, I could do that. I don't know. It's just a small little thing I wondered. I'm sure having more time in the future, like if I really took my time doing little sections, it would work out a lot better. Again, kind of like this, plus probably using a different heat setting. I think I set it at about 100 instead of the max 200, just because I didn't want to fry my hair. I don't know. I mean, it definitely, or I would think, looks better than it did before because it was just very towel dried, looking a little bit wavy, a little bit straight. So I like that, but I don't know, not the extreme wave that I expected. It's still nice enough, and I guess there'll be that learning curve. Anyway, now that that's done, I didn't think this through because I'm gonna walk the dogs. I've got to tie my hair and put on a hat, so we will see how this goes, but at the very least, that's given me something to do for a bit because I hopped up pretty early today. Just watched some YouTube while I did that, but what I'm gonna do now is get ready, take the dogs on a walk, and then have breakfast and go to work. Alright, I'm home from work now, at the end of my day. I guess firstly I'll clearly show that my waves have fallen out massively. I feel like it almost looks like how my hair looks if I've curled it right before washing a week later when it's really brushed out, but I guess at least it looks a bit more intentional than when it's air dried, so that's fine. I'm sure I will learn and get better. Now, like I said, I'm home from work. I'll admit today was not the best day. I don't want to go into details, but I actually got some really bad news and I've let myself feel a little bit sorry for myself. Had a good cry, I've let it all out, and I'm gonna try and move on with everything. With that being said, I feel like this is like a testament to the quality of Lashify because they haven't budged. They're not gone. I mean, it's obviously not like a permanent lash extension, but that glue is really good. Like, they're not going anywhere. Maybe I shouldn't pull on my lashes, but yes. Where was it going? Basically, I'm home and I have something to show you. So in this brown paper bag, I have my lamp that I made last week. I'll put footage here. If you saw that, I made a Turkish lamp or decorated one. I obviously wasn't doing any electrical wiring, but yes, I decorated it. So I'll show you that. So here is what I've done. I think I mentioned in the previous vlog that when I finished, I had the people working there teaching the class do the actual plaster on it because I really didn't want to screw it up. So I had left it, they've done that, and now it's ready. So I've got this lamp, sort of lampshade, not lampshade, but glass covering. I'll show you how it looks lit up, but what I tried to do was an evil eye and then just a sort of wrap around the back. It's all blue and white, so you'll get a better picture once it's lit up, but there are all the beads. Obviously I stuck everything on, all the glass pieces last week, and now I'm just going to assemble the lamp part inside so we can have a look at it together. Now that mine's done and collected and it looks good, I feel I can share. I did this at a class that was held at Garden City, so a shopping centre on the south side of Brisbane, but I think they do these same classes in a few different states or cities, so I'll see if I can link some of that information down below in case anyone wants to do it. Evidently you can do all sorts of different lamps or variations of the Turkish lamps. It's pretty cool, but I've just got like an LED lamp. I did not expect that. Brennan was having a look at it before and dropped this and I freaked out. I was like, ooh, that's broken, but I think these things are a little bit sturdier. Now, apart from the light bulb, I've got like the lamp top and bottom and the insides. Okay, so it looks like these clips just attached to the top and bottom. watch me break it at this point. That's not too difficult. Okay. So I have a table lamp. I think I mentioned already, I got this as a gift voucher to do the class, which actually might be a nice Christmas gift idea for people, or any sort of class. Like a couple months ago or even a month ago, I can't remember exactly how long, I was given a gift voucher for a cooking class, which was really fun. I think stuff like that makes really nice gifts. But yeah, this is my lamp. I guess we will turn it on and have a look. I've just turned down the brightness. I'm pretty happy with that. That's cute. I'm just gonna find a spot for it. Admittedly, it doesn't really go with the style of my house, but I like it. I don't know how clearly you can see. I'll put it someplace, and then obviously once it's fully dark, because there's still some light out. Shield your eyes, the light's going back on. Ugh. Sorry, I had to get the right light on. Once the sun is down, I feel it'll be easier to see. As silly as it sounds, collecting this made me feel a little bit better. I'm not going to mope about this mysterious bad news that I got. I'm just going to get on with everything, but I do think Bren has plans for kind of a nice night, or at least relaxing night for me and us, which is cute. I saw he set aside some whiskey and iced tea, which I made the other day, just so we can mix that up and have a nice drink. And since I did such a large portion of food last night, we've got leftovers, so I don't have to cook. I am a fan of the big cook, like making a large quantity of food so there's leftovers, because I love a night off. Now I guess what I'm going to do is try and find a spot for this somewhere in the house. Morning everyone, it is early, it's like 3:30 right now. Basically I woke up in the early hours of the morning, like 3:30 right now, with a killer calf cramp and couldn't fall back asleep. This was the sort of one where I feel like my calf was being ripped off. If you've had it, like, I mean, I hope you haven't, they're really bad, but I have now done the next best thing to falling back asleep, or maybe this is even better, running a really hot bath, and I've used one of my bath bombs, or this was a bubble bar that I got from my Secret Santa last week, so that's good. It's the Snow Fairy, which is nice, and I'm basically going to soak for a little bit. I just noticed as well I've got this like cockatoo thing in the shadow. Anyway, I am rapidly turning pink. This water is really hot, I'm not kidding. I think I'm going to stay in here until the sun rises, because the water's going to be that hot for that long, and I'm going to watch some Vlogmas videos from people I'm subscribed to, so that's the plan. I just thought I'd check in, and I'll see you at a more appropriate hour. Alright, it's a while later. I actually ended up falling asleep in the bath, so I got a bit more sleep, but it's 6 o'clock, or I was in there until 6, it's like 6:30 now. I'm just going through the process of getting ready for work, so I'm gonna head off soon. I just might do some makeup, having coffee, I'll have a little bit of breakfast. Got the Rudolph mug today, but yeah, that's my morning. It's a strange thing, I don't know if I've really shared in recent vlogs, but I wake up like 3 o'clock or sometimes 2. Luckily it was more like 3 this time, and it's just a strange habit I think my body clock has developed, slash waking up in pain sometimes, but oh well, at least I made the best of it, had a good soak and feel better for it. So anyway, I'm just going to finish my coffee, get ready for work and head out for another day. Alright, it's the end of the day. I'm home, or I guess it's kind of getting into the night a little bit. Since I've gotten home, have basically taken care of the dogs and had a nap, which I feel isn't too surprising because of my weird sleep cycle getting interrupted this morning, but I do feel pretty good right now after having that rest. Beforehand I was so tired, but what I've done is just make a quick dinner. I'll show you that. It's just come out of the oven, but, and please reserve all judgments. I know they look a little bit insane. These are basically some sausage rolls with cheese, vegan cheese obviously, and cranberry sauce in them. So they smell good, and one of my friends was telling me recently how she made some and it just sounded so nice, so I had to steal that idea. Brent's going to be at work until about the time I go to bed, and I finally finished up the monster amount of pasta that I made the other day, so I just needed something small for, I guess, tonight, even though I'm not really hungry, and lunch is tomorrow, and then I'm just going to do another big cook up tomorrow night of something else. I think I'm going to make falafel, so I better soak some chickpeas now. But I think I'm just going to have a little bit of this, give it a try, and find something to watch. Alright, dinner's done, and I'm just sitting down to start a movie. I've put on Elf, and this is one that I definitely watch every year, but it's not my ultimate favorite. I still really like it though. I figured this would be best to watch while I start editing this vlog, so I'm just gonna watch the movie and check in throughout the night. Alright, end of the night. I finished my movie and made good progress on my editing and just general sort of computer stuff, but now I'm just going to have a little bit of chocolate before bed. I really have been neglecting this thing. I didn't think it would be such a strange habit for me to get back into, eating a piece of chocolate every day. But I'm gonna open this up. I've got today's and yesterday's somewhere. I thought while I eat these as well, I will mention some of my favorite Christmas movies. Now, just got a little gingerbread man here and a Christmas cracker. Alright, now my must-watch movies every year for Christmas. There's definitely a couple, and I think like some bench warmers as well. But my top favorite, I would have to say, are Home Alone 1 and 2. I love both of them. Obviously the first one's great, and the second one is, I'd say, almost just as good. It's still really lovely, and I like the New York setting in it. I also have to watch Christmas Vacation every year without fail. I think it's just one that I've grown to love because it was something that my mum and dad both liked equally. I think they like a lot of those National Lampoon movies, but I find it really funny, even though it's a little bit of an older one. I would recommend it. I was talking to one of my friends about Christmas movies recently, and she'd never seen it, so I've suggested it to her. I'll suggest it to you if you haven't seen it as well. I also love The Grinch, which I watched last night. Now, for myself, I haven't really watched the animated version many times. I didn't grow up watching it, but I have seen it and I find it quite cute. It is obviously quite short though. I think it's definitely not a feature-length film. It's quite short, isn't it? But obviously Jim Carrey's Grinch is my Grinch. That's the one that I watched last night, and I have to watch it without fail every year. Another favorite that I've had for a couple years is Love Actually, and I think I started watching it maybe 5 years ago around Christmas time. I originally watched it ironically, like, am I using that right? I basically watched it thinking, oh, it's a rom-com, like, Christmas movie. Ugh, I'll give it a go just for shits and giggles. And I didn't think I'd like it. I just thought, whatever, I'll watch it. But I loved it so much, and I still love it, and I watch it every year. I'm pretty excited because I think this year I'm going to get my sister to watch it with me for the first time, so that'll be really fun to get someone else in on it as well. And then I'd say in recent years as well, in the past 2 or 3 years since it came out, I've loved Klaus. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, not Claus, but Klaus. It's animated on Netflix and kind of an origin story of Santa Claus, but it's a little bit different. On that note, I also really love The Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen, and again, I've just been watching that since I was little. I think those are all my must-watches. Obviously I watched Elf tonight, and I like that. I think I watch it every year, but it's kind of, I'd say the first few I mentioned are definitely like top 5 or whatever. And then Elf. I also like The Holiday, and I think that's it for Christmas movies. Let me know what your favorites are, because I know we all have different taste. I know obviously people love Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm not such a fan, or I guess I'm not a fan, but it's just not my favorite. Something I don't watch too often. Okay, here's a movie on a list I haven't seen, but I want to watch this year. Noelle, because I think it's on Disney+. Haven't seen it yet. Happiest Season, which I watched for the first time this year. I did enjoy, so I'd probably watch that in future years. The original Black Christmas, I like it, but obviously it's like a horror movie, so I suppose tricky to talk about for a Christmas movie. Ooh, I forgot about that one. Muppet Christmas Carol. Is that what it's called? I know it's the Muppets one. I enjoy that one. Four Christmases, Christmas with the Cranks. There's another one. The Family Stone. I think I watched that for the first time last year. And Deck the Halls. Those are all kind of like my bench warmers, if you will. I'll watch them like if I'm in the mood for a Christmas movie and I've seen the others, or if I'm saving the rest. Like, I'll see how I go. I don't know if I'll necessarily watch one every night from now until Christmas, but I've obviously got the rest of my favorites to watch and some of the others as well. But that's just my 2 cents. If you've got a favorite one, definitely let me know what it is, whether I mentioned it or not. I'd love to hear what your opinion is, because I could always use new recommendations, or, you know, just tell me what your favorite is and why. I can't recall how often I've spoken about how much I love movies on my channel, but I'm definitely a big couch potato at heart, and I love Christmas movies. Also, not a movie, but something that I generally watch every year as well is all the classic Christmas Simpsons episodes. So I think that's fun too. I might actually make a little list and write all of this down so I don't forget. Anyway, what I'm going to do is head to bed. I will still vlog for this one tomorrow as well, and then I might start a new week on Friday, because obviously that is 1 week until Christmas Eve, or 1 week until Christmas. I am someone who normally gets very excited for Christmas Eve as well though, so I think timing wise that might be good. But yeah, I'm just going to be heading to bed now, hopefully sleeping throughout the night, fingers crossed, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning everyone, it's Thursday. I feel so refreshed because I actually slept through the night. Yes, so happy. I was really relieved to actually wake up to my alarm, if you could believe it, because obviously I wasn't waking up just from sleeplessness at 2 or 3 a.m. So I'm gonna practice, or I guess thank the little wins, you know. Just have my morning coffee. Today's also the halfway mark for my work week, so I'm feeling like I can get through this, and the weekend is in sight. So I'm just gonna get through today and then 2 more days, but yeah, I'm gonna tackle today first, and I'll see you when I get home. Alright, now I'm back home from work, just sitting down with the pups. We've got Macy over there, keep an eye on the door, and Queenie next to me. Sadly, both the pups aren't feeling great today. I heard that apparently Macy was a bit sick at the dog park. When Bren took her, she was eating lots of grass and was sick. She does actually eat grass every day. I call her my little calf, and normally she's fine, but I guess today it didn't sit well with her, and my Queenie has a bit of heat rash at the moment, which, don't worry, I'm not going to show. Obviously it doesn't look great, and I think he's a bit uncomfortable, but all I've been doing is putting like cold compresses on his armpits and sort of sitting with him and trying to keep him cool. So I think tonight I'm definitely going to be trying to keep them calm and feeling good tonight, but because they're inside under the fan and already had dinner, I might get started on making my dinner while I watch them. Here's my falafel. I make quite a large portion, and I use Tori Avi's recipe. Now here's dinner done. I've got my falafel and a whole bunch of salad in the wrap, so I'm just gonna wrap it up and start eating. Alright, I've just popped into the room here because the pups are asleep in the lounge room. I have finished dinner and it's not the end of the night yet, but I figured since for the rest of the night I'll just be taking care of them and editing, I might wrap up this one here. So before I go, I just wanted to thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, I'll be leaving you here, and hopefully I'll see you next time. I do think that I'll be doing one last vlog before Christmas, even if it's not the whole week. I do want to share what I get up to in some capacity. Whether I do or don't, I still hope you enjoyed last week's and this week's video as well. But now, like I said, I will be leaving you here, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!